So, how you guys been doing, eh? Yeah. So, there's this trade show thing, and we went to it yesterday, and I was looking around, there wasn't that much stuff, and then I found some place, it was like one table booth, and it had this stuff, like Domokun and all this stuff, and then, look what I found! Oh, well, wait a minute. Oh, it's an apple! But it's not really an apple, it's, look, they're post-it notes! They're post-it notes! Oh, look how awesome that is! I think that's so awesome. So, people, how you been doing? I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited! And you're gonna be like, why are you excited, Jackie? Well, let me tell you why I'm excited. You see, there is this class called IB 20th Century History. And you might be saying to yourself, Jackie, what class is this? Well, it is a history class. Okay, first off, let me tell you how this class is done normally. It's normally a lecture-based class, which works really well for this class. It's like not boring or anything. But our school recently went into project mode, so you can't really have a class that's lectures now. You have to have a class that's lectures and projects, and they're like projects, lectures. So now we have those classes. So this class, it was a little bit weird to do a project just because this is not a project class. And then our teacher, our wonderfully genius teacher, he was like, if they want a project, we'll give them a project. We are now creating the People's Republic of my school. So, what does this mean? Because you might be confused as to saying, oh, why is your school communist? No, we are not You see, I can't say things like that because I've learned differently. Anyway, so that's our project. We're gonna try and overthrow, quote unquote, dinosaur clones. It's going to be awesome. Do not question. Do not question. So that's what I'm excited about. I don't know about you guys, but I thought it would be nifty if at the end, or some point in the video, probably at the end, I would give people these sort of, I don't know, tips on how to conquer the IB program, or at least tolerate it. Because recently we had a junior IB with a senior IB, and we came together in this study session thing, and we talked about stuff, and we learned, we learned that these junior kids are staying up until like 3, 5 o'clock in the morning doing their homework, and we're like, you know, junior year is the easiest year in the IB program. And then they were like, LOL, what? This could be helpful, and for other people who are watching and they are seniors, they can be like, oh, this is a good idea, I use this, yes? And it'll be like, yes, you use this. Or they can be like, oh, why don't you say this? And then I'll say like, okay, I say this next video, okay? And that is how it will work. I'm going to give you 2 tips this time, because last video I did not do that, so you deserve 2 tips. Tip number 1, do not procrastinate. My whole entire video was about procrastination, so I thought I'd talk about how you shouldn't procrastinate. Because when you're in the IB program, and especially when you become a senior, if you start to procrastinate, then all your college work gets piled up, and then all your IB work gets piled up, and when they pile up together, then you drown under the pile, and it's terribly bad, and you get suicidal thoughts, and it's not good. It's not good at all. So don't do that. Tip number 2. You should learn how to pick and choose what assignments you do. That is not to say that you should, like, whatever you feel like doing, you shouldn't not do that project, because that's bad. That's a bad way to manage the projects and homework that you're doing. I think that the IB program is teaching you how to sort of deal with life even after college, just sort of the work that you have. So sometimes there's just going to be those times where you're just going to have so much work that you can't do it all in one night or the allotted time just because of life and other things, because that's what life is. Life is just a whole bunch of stuff you got to do in a certain amount of time, preferably before you die, and sometimes things come up and you can't do them, and then you have to prioritize. So this is how you prioritize. In the hierarchy of things that you should do your more hefty sort of projects at the top, and then when you go toward the bottom, you can, if you really can't do it, like you're staying up until like 5 o'clock in the morning, you should probably maybe skip that homework for that day, and then just so you can, if you're tired and you go to school the next day, then you're kind of screwed, because now you're tired, you haven't finished all your homework, so you're kind of freaking out about that, and you have to do that, so you're not really paying attention in class. And because you're tired, you're not paying attention in class either. So you're just not learning, you're not having fun at school, because I know you all do, and it's just not a very good experience. So you need to not procrastinate, for one, so this doesn't happen, or two, if you do get to this stage of hefty workload, then you need to seriously start to prioritize. Because free periods are your best friends, and so is lunch. So take these tips with you, put them in your pocket, pull them out on a rainy day when you have a lot of homework, and then you say like, oh, well, I suppose I can do this. And then your life becomes easier, because now you know how to time manage and to prioritize, and all the good things happen in life for you. So me, and my apple are going to say goodbye now. Goodbye.